Well, good morning, epic story of tomorrow followers. Just want to say happy Sunday and let's start off with a positive day. I got up a little bit later today, but I had my protein shake and my amino acids, so it's all good in the hood. I just want to speak about the rules of the Jack Draper fight on November the 20th. Like as I say, me and Jack have been in discussions about the fight. Me and Jack made the rules up. We've still yet to confirm a fair play man. There'll only be one fair play man, but the fair play man will be told by me and Jack that the fight cannot be a draw unless no man has nothing more to give. And if we're both nothing more to give after 90 minutes, then the referee can ask, do you want to call it a draw? That's 90 minutes of fighting. But that is the rules. It's just going to be, it's Queensberry rules, but it's outside, no ring, and well, kind of like on the cobbles fight, isn't it? But yeah, there'll be no draw unless both men agree after 90 minutes, which is a long time to be fighting for anybody. What else do I want to say? I haven't went into my training camp yet for the fight. A lot of people have been asking me to bring the fight forward. Well, impossible because Jack was in training for the fight in September that got called off. We're 85 days away from the Jack fight and I haven't started sparring yet, or my proper boxing training for the fight. There's been fit, then there's been fight fit. Two different things. You could get a man that can do a triathlon, chuck him in a ring for 3 rounds and he was completely goosed. Completely different. It just wouldn't be happening. Wouldn't be possible. Wouldn't be fair. Jack was actually training for the fight, so probably be a bit of a mismatch if I was to go fight him now, when Jack's been fighting, training for the fight. But to be honest with you, like I say, I mean, the YouTube beefs, I've never got involved in them. And do you want to know something, guys? I could not tell you what is going on. I'm not focused at the moment on my own life, on my happiness, on my own self-care, that I've not even paid any attention to anything. I don't know what's going on. A lot of people sometimes ask me questions and I don't, just like, it's over one ear, just goes over my shoulder. Not interested. The only thing I'm interested in is my own life, concentrating on being healthy, mentally, physically. I always told people that, 14 weeks ago, and I've still got that date in my head, with the day I left the hospital. I said I'm going to make a change to my life. I said I'm going to do a complete lifestyle change, meaning no drugs, no drink. I mean, I got bad on the drink, where I had bad anxiety and I was turning to the whiskey and the vodka, and then I became suicidal. And it's like, the thing is with me, what it is, guys, is, and I'm going to explain something to you. When you put on a pedestal, this isn't me, by the way. I mean, I just really consider myself as an equal human being like everybody else. But when other people put you on a pedestal in life, like people on social media and stuff like that, it's for me, I felt like I was living up to a standard. People expected this big, strong, hard man all the time, and I felt like a lot of my life I was living a facade. That I was just being this. How can I say it? Let's just say when I was younger, I was very weak and vulnerable, and I put on a facade most of my life, and the facade was to become a hard man. because I never wanted to be bullied, ever picked on. So I put on a facade so nobody would bother me. Got into the gym, tried to put muscle on. When I was 19-year-old, went on the gear and just did all that kind of with no clue whatsoever. I was just like, they called it shotgunning it. I was just taking anything at the time when I was 19, just to kind of grow, really, to be big, to be a big lad, so nobody could ever pick on me. And I lived most of my life to other people's expectations. People expected this hard man, so that's what I played up to be. It's like I created a character. The real me is a very soft, gentle person. Doesn't like trouble, doesn't want to get in bother. You know, I'd help the old woman across the road with her shopping. But I mean, when I was in my early 20s, I was always for getting into fights uptown. And I got the scars on my hands, knocking people's teeth out. And I was once upon a time, the first ever time I took drugs was when I was 21. I was anti-drug till I was 21. I remember when I was 19, 20 people were offering me drugs. I was knocking people out and taking the drugs off them because I was against it. I only got into it when I got on the doors and I started dabbling with the cocaine, and that's when it became a habit. But it was the lifestyle, you know, you got it, the music, the women, the drugs, the whole lifestyle. It wasn't a good environment to be mixing in. And to be honest with you, the town I'm born in, I mean, Carlisle's there's a lot of tough people. It's a hard town, do you know what I mean? There's a lot of tough people in this town. When you're bred from Carlisle, you're bred to fight, eh? So it was always fights, especially on Botchergate. People have heard of the famous Botchergate in Carlisle. If you want to fight, go to Botchergate. You'll definitely get a fight. But I just felt like I played up for this facade for a long time. And I just feel now at 38 years of age, I don't need to play that facade anymore. I don't need to pretend to be this hard man, and I don't need to be something that I'm not. I'm just me. I don't mind being vulnerable and soft and open about the problems. Don't get me wrong, people take vulnerability as a weakness. And when that happens, then you've got to, you know, clamp your authority and right-handed, isn't it? But the thing is with me, it used to be fists first, think second, when now it's think first, fist second. So at the end of the day, I would rather talk myself out of a situation than get into confrontation. I don't really ever get into confrontation. The only confrontation I ever get is online, which, again, sorry, I don't bother with, I don't get involved with. I would say probably I'm 38 years old now, and for the first time in my life, like I say, I keep repeating this, of the contentment that I found in myself is, I always felt I had something missing, and I replaced that missing thing with many things: drugs, drink, sex. I used to sleep around as a young lad. And what it was, that was due to insecurity. Now, I didn't have standards. And what I mean, and I'm not putting anyone down, because listen, we're all equal. I mean, I just didn't have standards. I didn't have morals. I didn't care who I slept with, because I was so insecure in myself. I was being selfish by the more people I could sleep with. It made me feel better, but it was just that was just a temporary high, because then you're back to feeling insecure again. So it kind of becomes like a domino effect that you keep doing it, and it became a bit of an addiction, just like drugs, an addictive personality. I mean, with the Charlie, you know, it wasn't just one or two. It was all night. Um, I mean, drugs played a big part in messing me up. I mean, to be honest with you guys, my head was already messed up before I took drugs. I took the drugs to get rid of the memories and stuff and get rid of things out of my head, and it worked for a lot of years. It worked. You know, I got rid of a lot of. You don't get rid of it. You put it to the back of your mind, and you forget about it. And what I do is that you believe your own lies. So the problems I had, I believed they weren't true. So I put it to the back of my head and I just got on with my life. And I was just a bit of a Billy Big Bollocks really. I was just always showing off, trying to be the hard man and show off in front of my mates, knocking people out. And there was nothing macho about it, because listen, at the end of the day, guys, I've done proper bare knuckle fighting now, and there's nothing hard about being in a pub, side swiping someone or having a fight in 2 seconds with somebody. A proper fight is two men sober on a field fighting for 10-20 minutes. That's a fight. When you're getting punishment as well, when you're taking the punishment, you're coming back from that punishment, that shows your heart. But the thing is, you've got to understand, guys, in every town there's a hard man, in every single town, and there's always a harder man than you. You'll always see me, right? I will never, ever, ever start a fight. And the reason why is because you could be starting on the wrong person. You could be picking on the wrong person. Listen, I'm Decca Heggie. So what? I could go out there and pick a fight and get knocked out. Listen, honestly, there's always a harder man than you. I always believe if you be respectful, and I've always found this, especially with the hard men get on with hard men because we're bred from the same cloth. I could sit in a pub and work out who can handle the cell and who couldn't. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I'm speaking to a lad at the minute from Newcastle. I won't mention his name. Up and coming, really, really hard lad. Pure gentleman. We have a chat on Instagram. Pure gentleman. Lovely lad. But hey, what a fighter. He's a street fighter. And that's the thing, it's you connect with your same breed. It's like you're bred from the same cloth. Do you know what I mean? I was never a boxer. I was always off the streets. You know, I used to like my old man. My dad was a really hard man. My dad was not well known for using his head, and I'm keen on the head myself. I like using the head myself. But to be honest with you, I can't tell you the last time I ever got into a street fight. It doesn't interest me. I'm 38 years of age. I've seen lads 40 odd year old, like football hooligans and stuff, carrying on at like 50 years of age uptown acting like idiots. And you know what, there's one thing I can't stand, and I don't know whether if people will agree with me on this. There's nothing worse than sitting with a woman when you're on a date and there's a group of rowdy idiots next to you. That is one of my worst fears. I hate being put in a position where my back goes up. If I'm in a pub or in a restaurant, my back's always against the wall. I always like to see who's coming in. And if I'm with a date or I'm with a woman and I've got a rowdy bunch of idiots next to us swearing and talking foul and being rude, I get my back up. That's one thing I don't like. And I'll approach the situation in an aggressive manner because I don't like it. It's like with my nana, if I go to bingo, if I hear anybody swearing around her, it's hey, no. It's so I've got, like I say, I've got the old school morals. You know, I've got the code of conduct in the fact that elderly, women and kids, animals. I hate cruelty to animals. So I'm kind of letting into my life a little bit here because I don't like cruelty to animals. I'd hate all that crap. I hate it, man. I hate it. I love dogs. I never used to, but I'm starting to like cats a little bit. But dogs is my first love. If I ever seen anybody being cruel to a dog, they're getting spark clean out. Simple as. Dogs don't it back, but I do. But to be honest with you, I just hope everyone's enjoying the channel. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just hope everyone's getting some benefits from this epic story of tomorrow. I created this channel in Carsview. If you've heard of Carsview, it's a hospital for the unstable in Dundee. And I created this channel then. And I told you the story. I was sitting there, I was talking to, I won't mention that, I can't talk about the names, it's private. I was talking to a guy, and he used to always think he was talking to aliens. And one of the nurses actually says to me, "You're the only one, Derek, that can get him to actually communicate properly sometimes." He used to walk up and down the landings at 11 o'clock at night and or through the day, like talking in alien. And I used to say, just say to him, "Do you want a game of football, mate?" And he just used to snap out of it like that, come outside, used to go and have a game of football. And I got talking to him one day, and I decided I wanted to help people. Because if I thought my life was bad, theirs was 10 times worse. And I knew that doing this channel, bringing people together, and that's why this is the thing, guys. This channel isn't all about money for me. Most of the money that gets donated and the memberships goes to on the cash prizes on a Sunday. So it's like I'm not really gaining anything from it. Do you know what I mean? It's not really. It's more of a giveaway. It's because I want to help people. That this channel is for helping people. I mean, for example, tonight we're gonna at 8 o'clock. I'm doing a live. The Stuart Russell. Thank you, Stuart Russell, for donating £25. Thank you, Leslie Rind, for donating £100. Now, £25 of Leslie's £100 and Russell's £25 are going to go into the cash prize draw as a £50 draw with a signed autobiography for the winner tonight. And I might chuck someone on top of that. So that's what the channel's about. I mean, you get someone with mental health had a bad day, we'll go and do the draw tonight, they win maybe 50, 60 quid. There you go, they're happy, it's made the day, do you know what I mean? Just little things, little gestures like that are so important, and they can change people's mindset. And this is what this channel is about. It's about changing people's mindset, motivating people, getting people to the gym. And I have actually started seeing a change. People are actually now getting up, getting the cold water method. They're going to the gym early. I'm seeing it, man. I had yesterday on Instagram 10 messages from people from my channel telling me, "Thank you very much, Decca. I get up every morning at 4:30. They go to work at 8 o'clock. I get up at 4:30. I do your cold water method. I go in the shower and I go to the gym. And I have the best day at work ever." That's what it's about. That's what this channel's about. Bringing happiness to people. Bringing contentment to people. Helping people with the mental health. You know what I mean? Like, I was falsely diagnosed with bipolar in 2019. And when I first started speaking about my bipolar, when I'm diagnosed with something, I study it. I've got to learn about it, and as I'm learning more about my new diagnosis of the complex post-traumatic stress disorder, it's crazy, man. there's more people suffering it than you think. And it's not just, then people say PTSD, it's just people from the army. No, it isn't. It's people that have been sexually abused. It's people that have been traumatized, that have seen trauma in their life. People that have seen things have happened to people that people can't get out of their head. They have night terrors and dreams about it and stuff like that, and complex post-traumatic stress. You know, that was a new one to me. And I mean, I suffer disassociation. I lose track of time sometimes. And it mostly happens when I'm on my own. If like I'm in my bedroom, I'll be lying there for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour can pass and I don't even realise it. So like I say guys, this channel is just all about helping people. So, and I'm pleased the way it's going. I mean, it's not about the numbers, it's not about the views, 10,000, 20,000 views. I don't care. This channel's actually about the members. Join up for $2.99, get a chance to win cash prizes, get something back. That's me giving something back. You know what I mean? So, but tonight, tune in at 8 o'clock live. I'm going to go live with the cash prize, £50, and a signed autobiography from myself. I'm going to draw the winner out as I did last time. Last time's winner was Jodie. She won £100. Scott Thomas won the 25. He never came forward. So sorry about that, mate. But the thing is, guys, come on, right? We've got 42 members, right? It's not hard to contact me either on Instagram, Decca Heggie Official. Now and again, I'll open my messenger now because a lot of people are contacting me through that on Facebook. And my email, decaheggie.reloaded@gmail.com. I'm not hard to get hold of. So if you need to get hold of me through them avenues. Instagram is probably the best because I'm more active on there on the message area. But listen guys, thank you for listening to me. Like and subscribe to the channel. The best way to donate to this channel is by the thanks button. Now I just want to thank again Lilac Flower. She's one of the best donators. She's donated about 70 quid. You can just go click thanks. It's next to the download button. Just click thanks and you can donate in the comments section. You can just donate in the comment section by clicking thanks, or you can click the $sign and donate that way. But just join. If you want to become a member and you want a chance of winning £50 tonight, click join. You've got until 7 o'clock and then I'm stopping taking the members for then. We've got 42 members at the minute, so thank you to all you guys. And one of you lucky people are going to get £50 and a signed autobiography tonight. And I'm thinking about chucking something else in, but I'll surprise you with that. I don't know yet. But there's going to be a lot of things coming up on this channel. There's going to be weekends away. We're going to be giving weekends away. You know, people are starting to come forward, like throwing gifts at us, donations at us. You know, if there's anybody out there with caravan parks for weekends away, can you get in touch with me? And hopefully we can put prizes out for, you know, families and couples to go away for romantic weekends. Just stuff like that, guys. Do you know what I mean? You know, Christmas is coming. Obviously at Christmas I've got something special lined up for the channel. A really, really big thing lined up for the channel at Christmas. There's actually at Christmas, on Christmas Eve, there's going to be a £500 cash giveaway on Christmas Eve. So you have to be a member to win that £500. So I'm just letting you know now in advance, on Christmas Eve there will be a £500 giveaway. But yeah guys, so listen, thanks for listening to me. Have a good day. Sunday, positive one. Man United Arsenal for me, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. So God bless, like and subscribe, and see you later.